Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Oak Mountain Eagles head soccer coach David DiPiazza. Here's your host, Aubrey Johnson.
Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, you've had a successful couple of weeks since our last show,
Yeah.
so let's talk about some of these games.
Okay.
First one was Briarwood. You beat them handily, 7-1. Tell us about that game.
Well, that game was it was fun. It was I think our boys were really motivated to play because people kept texting me and emailing me about what a hot team Briarwood was at the moment, and they were on a winning streak, hadn't lost since February, and our guys were like, "Well, Coach, we hadn't lost in 2 years," and so I think our guys kind of went out there playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder because they're tired of hearing about Briarwood, and we laid it on them that night and played really great soccer.
Yeah, you finally had a little bulletin board material to work with.
Yes, it doesn't happen very much when you're 26-0.
Yeah.
So our guys.
It's kind of hard to get that chip back on your shoulder.
Yes, it is. But we did, and the guys played really well, and it was a complete game, and we won 7-1.
Okay. So you followed that up with a 4-0 win against Indian Springs. Talk to us about that one.
Yeah, that Indian Springs is coached by a friend of mine, Rick Tosey, and he was trying to get his team ready for the playoffs. We had lost a game, and so we both scheduled that game really late. And it was, honestly, it was really right down the road, really friendly game. I think there were 2 fouls in the game, and we worked on stuff that we thought we might needed to work on against Thompson the other day. And for him, he wanted his team to play an opponent that was tough to get them mentally ready for their playoff run. And it was a good friendly competition amongst two teams with a lot of guys that know each other, so it's fun.
But for you guys, it was more like fine-tuning.
That's exactly right, yeah. And it did. We got to play, we played our entire roster, and like I said, got to work on things that we ended up needing to do against Thompson. Nice,
good deal. So Thompson was next. You shellacked them 6-0. What happened in that game?
Oh, man, it was I think it was just our guys are, we were excited about what we're doing and having the chance to repeat and win back-to-back championships. And I think a little bit of it was experience. I pointed out to my guys that Thompson, this is their first playoff game in most of their players' careers, and it was our 13th for most of the guys in our careers. So our guys went out there laser focused, and again, another great effort from the whole team. I think it was 2-0 in the beginning of the game, and our substitutes came in and created the second and the third goal right at the end of the half. And when you sub out your front three and the guys that come off the bench come in and create goals and score goals, there's nothing better than that.
That's awesome.
And the same thing in the second half. We had 2 goals late in the game, like under the last 2 minutes from our guys off the bench. So it was just awesome.
Yeah. And you're looking at those guys going, you know what? You guys are going to play well for us next year.
100%. Absolutely. Yeah. That, and if you want to make it deep in the playoffs, you need your bench to come in the game.
Yeah, you do.
And you need them to impact the game, and that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Good deal. Well, as you mentioned, that was the first round of the playoffs. That was Monday, beat Thompson. So you've got another playoff coming up. Second round is against Prattville this Saturday.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about the Lions. What do you expect to see?
Man, first of all, they're big and physical, but they're also darn good at playing soccer. So it's, a lot of times you'll see teams that have a lot of size and physicality, and that's what they are. They're just physical. They're just physical.
Right.
Prattville is they're big, they're physical, they've got good speed, but they're also good at playing soccer. So it'll be a good game. We played them back in February, which was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I think watching them on film recently in their Hoover game and their last couple of Thompson games, they're playing much better than they played against us that time. So I expect it to be a really good game.
Well, you can see that teams can get better and mature as the season goes on. So
yeah, that's evident just through the first round of these playoffs. There's been so many upsets, like Prattville beating Hoover. To most people in the state, except for Prattville, they probably would have thought that was an upset.
Yes.
I haven't seen both of the teams played against them. I'm not surprised that Prattville won.
Right.
I even told my sister that. I was like, I have a feeling Prattville's going to win this game. But
sure.
they're playing well at the right time, and right now they're giant killers, and we just want to make sure we're not the next giant. Okay,
good deal. So if you get past Prattville, which most likely you will, but I mean you still got to play the game.
Yeah.
Who's next on the playoff schedule?
Do you know? We go north. Or we're in the north, and the semifinal pits the north versus the north.
Okay.
So it'll be the winner of Grissom and Bob Jones.
Okay.
And then on the other side of the bracket, I think there's Davidson and Fairhope left.
Oh, wow.
We played Fairhope.
Okay.
And there's Montgomery Academy playing Auburn, and we played both of them on that other side.
So those are the ones that are left.
Yeah, those are the teams that are left. So
okay.
I don't know. Just thinking about it, I have a feeling the winner will come from the south from that Montgomery Academy game.
Right.
Winner of Montgomery Academy Auburn. I think it'll be one of those two teams.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
That's who I think we'd see after this if we get by Prattville.
Should be interesting for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, tell us about the players. Who's got the hot foot right now? Who's doing well for you?
I mean, it's kind of the same three that have been doing so well lately. Sam Collins, Luke Jovanovich. I mean, we've got an outside back that I think has 14 goals and 20-something assists, which is phenomenal.
That's crazy.
Our attacking mid, Gabe Capasy, is another. I mean, he and Luke are both Gatorade Player of the Year candidates. He's playing phenomenal right now, Sam. And really, like, if I could say anything, it's the guys, like I said, the guys coming off the bench: Taylor Hunter, Ben West, Nate Wright, Sam Laney. These guys have come in and just allowed us to maintain what we're doing in big games and getting some of our better players, or not saying better players, our starters, some rest, and that becomes very problematic for our opponents when our starters can take a breather and get on the bench, and the people coming in don't drop the level of play.
Right. You're really talking about, instead of first, second, or third players, you're talking about 1A, 1B, 1C.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I think
all these guys are good.
I think that's why we're 28-0.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we hope next time I see you that we're talking about state and national championship.
Absolutely. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Good deal. Well, Coach, that's our show.
Yeah.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
As always, we appreciate yours. Join us in 2 weeks. We'll see what happens. Appreciate you watching. Join us again, and thank you.
Thank you.